Back on with another bit of breakdown here. Now today we're gonna look at the supposedly Hurricane Melissa that they tell you is now in the Caribbean heading toward Jamaica from, some days now. It's sitting right there. And we're gonna talk about it for a little bit, and we also go get into all these layoffs that they're gonna have in America. Show you the world crumbling right in front of your eyes. We're gonna get into this, and I'm gonna show you some things in the world today. The people better pay attention to what's going on. The destruction is on. Pay attention to this Melissa, as they call it, a hurricane, sitting over Jamaica for over a week damn near. No hurricane operate like that as you know it, but this is what they're doing because they control these things. You have to understand. Remember, the mag tell you from day one, these are not random events. They did it. They're doing all of this destruction for the masses. Whatever they call disaster is made up by the wicked people right here in hell. We're going to get into it and show you some things. Just make it run.
Because we are talking about this monster storm, Melissa. It's barreling toward Jamaica as we speak and expected to make landfall tomorrow morning, potentially as a Category 5 hurricane.
So listen, it tends to make landfall as a Category 5. And you know how long, people? You know how long this storm been sitting there. They're telling you this storm is slow moving, but it's going about 150 miles per hour. Plus, they say it's even going to reach to 170 miles or 75 miles, 175 miles per hour winds. But guess what? It's slow moving. I don't understand that part of it. With a hurricane, that force with wind, but it's barely moving, just sitting right there, waiting to hit Jamaica. That's I set up shit right there for the masses. Just in case you don't understand, I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm going to break it down and show you that they do create these hurricanes. Whether they tell you or not, they did it. Listen.
Officials are preparing for what they're calling a worst-case scenario. ABC's Ika Joshi is in Kingston, Jamaica.
Oh, you there for real?
Hurricane Melissa is now a Category 5 storm and is bringing those catastrophic effects.
Now take a look at what they show you, people. Pay attention. That's the one eye. And don't worry, that's what they call it. They call it the eye of the storm. So this storm been sitting right there the whole time, and they're showing you the eye. It's not getting closer to Jamaica. It's just sitting right there. By the way, they're already getting the winds and rains and everything before the supposedly high get there. So you already know how destructive that hurricane gonna be. They're telling you it's one of the worst on record. One of the worst hurricane that they ever see. One of the biggest to hit Jamaica since they start tracking it. So you best understand, this is no normal hurricane. And they're doing that right there to the Caribbean country of Jamaica. Or even Cuba gonna be involved. But a country as small as Jamaica, with that big old storm right there, they're gonna destroy it. But one thing that's ringing or buzzing about Jamaica is they tell you that in 2 years they're gonna have zero deficit, meaning that they're not gonna owe the world government any type of money, which is all bullshit. You listening to me? America is 37 trillion deep. That's what they tell you they owe in debt. I don't know who lend America the US dollar, but this is how the country runs. This is how the world runs. Do you understand what I'm saying here, people? With this deficit, but they tell you Jamaica gonna fall out the deficit, meaning that they're gonna free off all debts to the world government. That was dumb. But they tell you that to give you this, because no country can stay free of debt. Do you understand that? So now they bring you that hurricane to destroy the whole country right there. And instead of you supposed to be debt free, now you're gonna be deep in debt. Do you understand? And all those projects and these things that they have in Jamaica going on gonna set them back all the way. Do you understand? All of that shit gonna be destroyed by this hurricane, all by design. Pay attention to this.
Most of the island, and right now we are in that critical 12-hour window where the strongest effects of this storm are expected to batter the island. Now I gotta tell you, we were surveying Kingston not that long ago, and what we saw on the roads were the effects of Melissa starting to batter the coastline and so many other areas. That storm surge is slapping the coastline, bringing about that warm Caribbean.
And by the way, people, the storm is not there yet. You're not listening. The storm is not there yet. They're just showing you this surge of the storm being close. It's not hitting Jamaica yet. So pay attention to this.
Which is essentially making Hurricane Melissa a lot stronger. Now, I gotta
See
tell
that,
you,
people? Look at that right there, people. Look at that right there. You don't get it. That's man-made shit. They're showing you right there. By the way, in real life, that's not what the hurricane do. That's not the hurricane you're looking at. Only on TV. You have to believe me, people. If you're in the sky in a plane and they tell you a storm is on the ground, you will never see this. If you use a drone or whatever to go high enough, you will never see this. This is bullshit. 100%. Just a refer to the one eye. You don't get it? That's just a refer. Shout out to the devil. The devil people own these disasters in hell. That's why they show you the one eye that represent the devil for the storm. You got it or not? They own everything here, including the disasters. Watch.
This was about 145 miles southwest of Kingston, and it was packing sustained winds of 165 miles per hour.
People.
That's a historic strength for Jamaica. The national.
So they're telling you right there, people, historical, meaning that this shit is bigger than they ever see in their life. And look at these right here. And by the way, they use a 69. That's the 69, signal right there where they're showing you for the cat. You understand that? So they're showing you cat 2 right there is cat 3. All the way down here is cat 5. So they claim it gonna quiet down to cat 2, I guess, when it's gone off land. I don't get that. They claim to be, these hurricanes claim to be flued by warm waters. And if you know this, America tell you that it's not gonna come to America because the Gulf water, I guess, is cool. Or it's not at that temperature to harbor hurricane. So America sure that they're not gonna see this hurricane. It's just gonna hit Jamaica right there and come to Cuba. Or maybe, right there at the Bahamas. So pay attention to this right here, people. It's all by design. Move.
Racing for a direct hit from Hurricane Melissa, this monster Category 5 storm that is already the most powerful storm on Earth this year.
Most powerful storm on Earth this year, but you have to understand, people, I'm serious. I've never seen a storm go into another country and America cover it so much. I'm serious. I'm 100% sure that I've never seen that in my life. I've never seen so many American news channels covering a hurricane that's not coming to America. America is already claimed the hurricane season is done. Like I mentioned, they tell you that the warm water is what harbor those hurricanes, and they tell you the Gulf water is no longer warm, tropical style, so therefore the hurricane will never cross to America. They can tell you that. And they're sure. So listen, people, why is America covering this hurricane so much? They know something that we don't. Like I say, people, they claim that this is one of the worst hurricanes right now out there in the sea. It's stalling, meaning it's moving slow but spinning fast. You can get up to 175 miles per hour wind, but it's barely moving couple miles per hour. That means you're gonna stay there and dump wind and rain and everything and slowly destroy the country. That's what they're telling you.
Melissa is expected to make landfall within hours, but conditions are getting worse with the outer bands hitting even as we speak.
Outer band.
A new updated track shows Melissa about 150 miles west-southwest of the capital, Kingston.
Listen, people, 150 miles west of Kingston right there, right? 150 is the coding for your number 6, but why is there so long? Wow. It's 150 miles right there, but it moving over 170 miles per hour, and it still can't get to Kingston yet. It still can't get to Jamaica. Why, people? Why would it stall right there, a big hurricane like that? And it's only getting bigger while it's stalling. Okay, so what caused it to stall right there? This supposedly natural event, you call it. What caused it to stall right there? And why is it stalled but still running? Nobody gets what I'm talking about here. Why would the storm stall right there, 150 miles close to Jamaica? Just stop and just shedding all this rain and wind and sea surge. But it can't get there yet. 150 miles per hour wind plus. And it's right there and it can't get there yet. Why? I already told you it's a made storm. Every one of these disasters they give you in hell was created by the devil. They create everything here. Everything you're participating with, including your food that's supposed to grow, people, that's supposed to be natural. All of it we get in hell, artificial, including the storms. Listen.
Maximum sustained winds of an astonishing 175 miles per hour.
There you go,
now,
but it's
along
stalling.
with the catastrophic winds, there are expected flash flooding, life-threatening storm surge of up to 13 feet, and landslides.
Feet,
mandatory evacuations have been ordered along parts of the coast.
And by the way, people, why they're showing you propellers right there, they're trying to show you that a plane is inside the storm, people, inside the hurricane. Now you tell me what they could be doing in the supposedly eye of the hurricane, as they call it. What is they doing? What is propeller? What is a plane doing in it? Because they tell you they go in there and do all type of shit inside the storm, people. The storm that can blow down houses and everything. They can fly a plane in it when a plane can't even fly to some, precipitation clouds, like, cloud that have, rain in it, supposedly. That would be a turbulence shaking up the plane violently. But you can go into a middle of a storm? Watch this.
Air Force hurricane hunters have been inside the eye of the storm.
There you go, people. Hurricane hunters is inside the eye of the hurricane, a fucking plane. The same hurricane that destroying the ground, they can fly a plane in it. Like I mentioned, you fly the plane to some clouds, you get wicked turbulence. You see one of them where they claim turbulence happened and a man stuck in the damn plane roof? Okay, so that's turbulence from what? Some cloud some little cloud with water in it? Come on, people, so how the hell could you go into a hurricane with a plane? How come they don't fly two storms? They have to go above it. How come they don't fly two storms with plane, but you have a hurricane plane? This is bullshit, 100%. And all of these things, like I mentioned, is to keep you hell style in here and hurt. Is to keep you in a hell vibe. You can't be comfortable in here. There's no safe time in hell.
National Hurricane Center warns the eye wall could bring total structural failure to Jamaica, especially at higher elevations. The storm is already blamed for at least 7 deaths in the Caribbean, including 3 in Jamaica.
See, people, they claim that people are already dead in Jamaica. They tell you people dead from Haiti, like 3 people dead in Haiti and 1 in the Dominican Republic, 4, and then they tell you 3 more dead in Jamaica, total 7. That's what they're telling you this hurricane already did before it hit.
And Dam live in Kingston this morning with the latest. Derek, what are you seeing so far?
None of them is live nowhere. They're fake.
Yeah, John, we are nearing the inevitable landfall of the strongest hurricane to ever strike this island nation. No one on Jamaica will be spared from the fury of Hurricane Melissa as it comes on shore in the coming hours. This slow, agonizing pace of about 3 to 5 miles per hour.
See, people? 3 to 5 miles per hour. So you see that right there? That means it's barely moving, but hold on. It packing wind gusts of over 175 miles per hour. So the storm just creeping disaster style, people, meaning they're gonna be dangerous for all the peoples that are on land right there. Remember, Jamaica is just a dot in the middle of the ocean. The hurricane way, way bigger than Jamaica, period. Do you understand what they're doing right there, people?
that is just going to prolong the misery across this country. We are in Kingston. National Weather Service, very strong wording about complete structural failure, communication, power outages for days.
Yes, and don't worry about it, people. They have hurricane that barely hit Jamaica already. Couple years ago. I think it's the hurricane barrel. You remember that one? Yes, it hit America. It's also hit Jamaica. And I think they'll have, they was in darkness for about 6 months. No lie. It takes them about 6 months for them to get everybody back electric. Some people didn't have water. And don't worry about it, people. When the light's gone now, in these new times, you have nothing at all. I'm talking about phones, connection, communications is gone. I already break that down and show you how the new world run. So they might hook you up with a cable TV service, and they say, yeah, we also have internet and we also have landline phones. What you fail to understand is that the landline, as they call it, is actually an internet phone. It's the same thing in Jamaica. They don't have no landlines again. All of it is internet phones. So landline is gone. And you already know when the cell phone tower current gone, when the current not reaching to the tower, you have no signal. That means cell phone will be down, period. From back in the days, I used to notice when the lights go away, the phone still work. Not in the new times, people. If light went out, the electric went out, the phone's gone also. No cell phone will work. No supposedly landline would work. So hold on, people. The Jamaicans better understand they're gonna go without communication to the rest of the world for months. That's what they need to understand. Remember, it's already claimed to hit Jamaica already without it there yet. Just the outer bands, as they call it, is creating this damage. Even killed 3 already before it hit. So you can put it in your mind or, kind of figure it out how dangerous this storm is to those people. You know what they tell them to do? Leave the island, period. They told the Jamaicans to leave the islands, meaning they need to get off the island. That's how dangerous this storm is. And like I say, it's kind of weird that America is covering it. Even CNN, every station, every news company in America tell you they have reporter there waiting. Why? Listen.
Of communities possible. Here in Kingston, you can see the winds picking up in the background. The rain has really come in earnest throughout the course of the night. Trying to get a couple of hours of sleep to prepare for our day today. My windows were rattling last night as the Norman Manley International Airport, which is within sight of the balcony of our hotel, reported a gust of 58 miles per hour. That was the storm is well offshore of where I'm located, 115 miles to be precise. But the core of those
people, he can stand there and tell you it's 150 miles off course. How did he know that, people? He claim it's just sitting there not moving. How long ago you get that information and you're still spitting it? So it's still there at the same place. Okay, all right.
Well, winds. The strongest part of this Cat 5 hurricane is about 30 miles in diameter, and where it will make landfall is so critical. We say this a lot. It's a game of miles now as we take that final approach into the south coast of Jamaica. We're thinking maybe the St. Elizabeth Parish, Treasure Beach, the Mandeville region. If you look on a map of Jamaica, you'll see it. What makes the terrain here so susceptible is a lot of people, a lot of communities live in these low-lying areas that are prone to flash flooding, mudslides, and landslides. So Kingston itself sits in a bowl surrounded by mountains that tower over 7,000 feet. And when the water falls in those mountains and here on the ground, it's going to be met with an opposing force of the storm surge.
Yes, and that's the reason why they do it. They know already the supposedly, odds of these dangers happen with all that supposedly rain that storm gonna dump and those wind force. They already know, people. It's all stage 100% in.
Researchers are creating their own storms in a state-of-the-art lab.
Listen to this.
It could end up saving lives.
Pay attention
Mark,
to this, people. They're creating their own storm in a lab. Now pay attention to this right here. You're going to understand. The mag never lied to you when I tell you these are the people who actually creating these disasters. 100% in. It's nothing else, people, like I tell you about the ARP, the DAPA, all of them. They're here to control the weather. It's weather manipulation. And any country you see with a nuclear plant, a nuclear program, is weather control. That's what you need to understand. All weather manipulation for hell. Pay attention here.
Good morning. This tank gives scientists and the rest of us a view no one has ever had before.
Listen.
What a hurricane's power looks like at water level as it storms ashore.
Listen.
In just 2 minutes, scientists here can take calm waters and turn them into a monster hurricane.
So you see that, people? In a few minutes, in just few minutes, they can turn that calm waters into a category 5 kind of hurricane right there. Scientists them tell you they can do that. You're not listening, people. They're the one who control the world. And remember what I tell you the world is. It's a control environment. The world is a closed environment, people. A dome-like place you live in. Therefore, it's sealed. Shut seal. Okay, so you see all of these things that they're showing you? It's the operation that they have in this earth, people. It's an operation to give you storms and hurricane. Where the hell would that shit come from? I already done tell you. You agree to live in hell. All of this shit you have to agree with also. All of it involving hell. Watch. Pay attention. Go back.
The wind is gradually getting stronger and stronger as it's coming up here, and it's ramping up to a category 5. It's probably about a category 3 right now.
Wow, so it ramp it up. Talking about that exhibition that they put together, people. They're the one who can make a hurricane in that lock box right there with glass. So they can study it. According to them, what they're doing is showing you their hands. They're playing God in hell. Listen.
This 75-foot-long tank is the first simulator in the world capable of creating a Category 5 hurricane over water.
Look
Brian
like that,
House
people.
is the director of the University of Miami's new laboratory.
Remember what they tell you caused the hurricane to begin with. It's the same water they tell you. Yes, warm enough to develop a hurricane, which is all bullshit. 100% fakery. They don't tell you no truth in this earth. All of it built up of deception. So they tell you, yes, it's the warm waters that cause these hurricanes. That's why the hurricane harboring in the water near Jamaica, the Caribbean Sea, because it's warm. Listen and pay attention.
At the Rosenstiel School of Marine and Atmospheric Science.
What was it like when you cranked it up the first time?
People.
It was stunning. I mean,
you hear that people, they're laughing. You crank it up. What was it like when you crank it up? You know what crank it up mean? Meaning that they crank up this category of the supposed storm right there, something that they made, and they laugh about it. You see the grin on his face? Okay, you best understand where you live. I already done tell you you're in hell, and they create all of these things. Hell recipe. That's what hell's got to offer. All of these destruction lurks in the back. It might be a pretty day, yes, but hurricane tomorrow. Do you understand what I'm saying here, people? With every good I give you, bad tied to it. Way more bad than good in this earth. That's why we call it hell.
It's chilled.
Nearly 40,000 gallons of seawater fill this tank.
See that?
House uses a computer program and a single 1,700 horsepower fan.
Wow, people.
With wind speeds up to 157 miles per
wow.
hour.
So I always ask a question to the people who think they know something. Where does that wind come from? The wind come whipping around. The next day you see the streets still. One day the wind is enough to blow down a home. The next day is calm. where you don't see a leaf move. What happened, people? Who is doing it? What kind of apparatus, what kind of machinery they have that blow that kind of wind? What is they doing to the environment to cause these disasters? That's the question you need to ask, because it's already out there that it's them doing it. It's all operation by these operators.
Is the largest wind wave facility
You see that,
in
people?
the world.
How did
we
you
can
create
generate an extreme category 5.
You hear that, people? They can generate an extreme category 5 hurricane right there. You see that or not? So they're telling you that they create these storms. No doubt about it, people. Nothing happened by coincidence or chance. Move.
We're also following breaking news out of the tech world tonight that you may have heard about. Amazon set to announce massive layoffs.
Listen, people.
As many as 30,000 corporate job cuts.
So we know already this was coming. A matter of fact, it's been going on ever since. Amazon keep cutting jobs. Why? Because now they're filling the jobs with AI. And sometimes when people talk, the rest of the people kind of like taking it with a grain of salt. This is not the time. Everything I'm saying here is serious shit. It's not something to take with a grain of salt, for say. Do you understand? So when I tell you that there will be no more jobs, I'm not even playing. There will be no more of these jobs, people. They already cover it. They already know the AI can do these jobs. In the pandemic, they test it out. They do a large scale of testing to see what can work and what can't. Yes, so they realize that they don't really need people. The pandemic put the final nail in the coffin to prove to them that they can take over the whole wide world using AI, not people. So therefore, the people gonna be asked out. You don't get a paycheck if you don't have a job. You don't have a paycheck, you can't pay for cost of living. The first thing you see the government people do is get rid of these little hustling, as they call it, hustle. They get rid of hustle, period. So that means if you're not working, living off the government system, you can't live. Okay, so you see that it's not a joke, people. So everybody gonna lose their job. According to the job that you have, you're gonna lose it. And then the next job, yes, you're gonna notice that there's nobody supporting you. They are gonna have jobs like these things that people do for nails and hair and toes and do these little things. People not gonna do those things anymore. They're gonna do it themselves. They're not gonna have money to supposedly get their nails and hair done and all of that shit, so you can throw that off the table. Do you understand what I'm saying here, people? It's time for the sufferation. And if you notice, the government taking back everything they used to give you as far as a little help. They're taking it back off the table. Period. And remember, you not having a job, the government not gonna help you. The government only look out for people supposedly with jobs. You need food stamps, you have to have a job. They don't give food stamp to people who don't have a job. Or else you have to go to the workforce right away to seek for a job. And if you don't get the job, they're kicking you off the food stamp. So you see what it is? It's part of what they tell you, that they will help you if you help yourself. You understand what I'm saying here? So if you can't do anything at all, you left ass out. You have to be able to help yourself before they can help you. So if you don't have a job, you don't have food stamp. They don't give food stamp to people who don't have job, unless you're gonna go get the job, find the job soon, or they're gonna take you off the food stamp. So you see how it runs, right? You see how the hell runs. Listen.
According to Reuters, CNBC reporting it will be the largest cuts in the company's history. NBC's Christine Romans joins us now on set. Christine, so great to see you and talk to you. This is a huge headline, and it's sort of wild because it's one of the biggest companies in the world. And if they're cutting 30,000 people, what does that say for other companies across the country?
And they're cutting things like advertising and HR and cloud. They're cutting white-collar jobs. 10% of their corporate office jobs here is what these reports are. Amazon, of course, not commenting, but these are supposed to start tomorrow. These pink slips will start tomorrow. And I think it shows you that using AI for cost cutting is essentially
using AI for cost cutting. Because remember, people, they're not paying the AI. And they're going to tell the AI can stand any kind of atmosphere, any kind of environment. Do you understand that, people? It don't get fatigue. All of these things they're gonna tell you, and I already show you even the people who used to deliver goods, cross the city to city in big trucks. Now they come out with the autonomous trucks, people. They're gonna release them. They're gonna use them state to state to deliver goods. That's what Walmart gonna use. That's what Amazon and them gonna use. You don't get it, people. They're going all the way tech to cut out the regular human beings. You're just gonna be the consumer.
Holy grail for these big companies. They want to use artificial intelligence to figure out how to take out layers in the office, how to make people more productive, and how to move some of this work to other functions, AI functions.
And we were just talking about AWS, I think last week with your colleague Brian Chung here. Explain to our viewers, this is sort of scary. We don't want to scare people out there, but Amazon is a tech company. They're obviously invested in AI. We just had Vicky Wynn here talking about AI in the stock rooms. This is different though, because they have the technology to do AWS, but they're also cutting through AI.
You hear that, people? They're talking about the Amazon Web Service, the one that went down last week sometime. Yes, and affect almost everything that you're in touch with when it comes to technology. The Amazon Web Service went down and it was all chaos. Everything was down, people. You understand what they're doing here? I already then tell you, people, they control everything that you participate in. You see, once you go technologize, yes, it's all controlled by them now. It's the same thing they're gonna do with everything. Your ID, every damn thing. Your money, everything. Do you understand what I'm saying here, people? All of it gonna go AI style. Listen.
It's kind of putting those two ideas together, right?
Yeah, and it's really interesting to me. They grew like gangbusters through the pandemic, added all these workers.
They have to mention the pandemic, people, because the pandemic was a tryout, and now they get the damn result. Now you can see the destruction take place.
And realized they had too many workers, and they cut 27,000. I think in 2022 they had a huge downsizing. And this is on top of that. This is even bigger than that, Tom, if it's indeed 30,000 jobs.
And it's your understanding it's because of AI, they're figuring out jobs that AI can take, some of them?
They're cutting...
Of course, people, it's AI. They're moving towards a new world where human beings as used to be the dominance of this earth, gonna be, nothing. Do you understand? They're not gonna need us. A lot of people not gonna get it until it actually happen. You can't wait that long to get it, people. The human being just gonna be consumers here. That's it. Not gonna be participating nothing. Just the consumers. Move. Look at this right here, people.
Amazon believes that robots like these are the future. At this facility outside Boston, we saw how they can lift, scan, and place products. The kind of work Aaron Martin used to do.
And pay attention,
onto
people.
The box,
look.
To pick it up, and then it'll place it in the tote.
They're actually talking to the guy that used to do this kind of job right here. So let's listen to hear what he's gonna say, or how he think about this technology right here taking his job. Let's see. Listen.
Is this robot doing work that humans used to do?
Similar, yes.
You see? Similar.
This could run 24/7.
Yeah, that people, it can run 24/7s. So I just mentioned the fact that fatigue, the human being can affected by fatigue and all. Not the robot, not the supposed AI. So you understand what they're doing right there in replacing you as human with machines. Watch.
Years ago, he was stocking bins in an Amazon warehouse.
And what
I
happened?
used to just stow product in aisles of bins.
Now machines can do that work faster and with fewer injuries.
That faster and with fewer injuries. You see that right there, people? Okay, so the human being gonna be nice and relaxed with no injury and also no paycheck to pay what? Cost of living. You can't live in this earth without pay it. You have to pay to live here. Every day pass, you're paying to live. You have to pay to live in hell. This is not where the Creator create mankind to be. So therefore we have to pay to be in hell, living off material and living in destruction. You see that right there? That's what we're paying for. We can't live here without we paying. And they're taking away the paycheck and giving you robots to take your job.
Amazon HR Vice President Ofori Agboka, what that means for workers. When people ask you yes or no, will the workforce at Amazon shrink as a result of automation, robots, AI?
Of
what do you say?
course, no question.
Populations and sizes where people sit in the footprint is going to vary as we grow.
So it'll change.
It'll vary as we grow.
You see that? It will vary as we go. It will shrink. No, it will vary as we go. There will be no more workers when it comes to Amazon, period. Just take the truth and stop playing around. There will be no more workers. Now, when you look at the delivery thing, that's the last shit they're gonna take off the table as far as human beings doing. Like I don't tell you, they're gonna set that shit up all autonomous. The vehicles and all, that delivering, all autonomous. Pay attention to what the BAM say, because I never miss. They're gonna come around with those special vehicles to come drop off your goods. They're talking about drones dropping off goods and all. They don't need those workers anymore. And they don't treat them good, by the way. They're on the street running and running to deliver these things on time. Amazon don't treat them good. Do you understand? Running them to a wreck. So later on, people, they're gonna take those people off the table and use these vehicles. Amazon gonna use drones and these special autonomous vehicles to drop off your goods now, to deliver for you. They don't need people anymore, right there.
Amazon CEO Andy Jassy announced plans to, quote, reduce our total workforce as we get efficiency gains using AI.
See that, people?
And a New York Times report citing...
As soon as they get efficient gain with the AI, they're done with the humans. They just want the AI to fit all the way in where they can get rid of humans. I already don't tell you about the stores that you're going to go into, the special carts and everything that going to be scanning the goods and you just walk out. There will be nobody confronting you about nothing. The cart that you push in and put the stuff in is scanning and charging your account. You go in the store, if they don't know you, you have to get the fuck out. These are the times that coming, and with your money gonna go virtual and social crediting and everything gonna kick in, the digital world gonna be dangerous for us people. There is no more hiding. You hear me? Everything gonna be just out there. Period. Now we talk about the Amazon, but that's not the only one, only business that's going all tech. All of them gonna do it. All these major companies that hire a lot of people, they're gonna do it. They're gonna lay off everybody in the name of machinery. Move. Look at this.
It's a potential high-tech game changer for drivers, an AI program helping to minimize stop-and-go traffic. Douglas,
AI program help to minimize stop-and-go traffic. Remember, people, they already have an AI system setting up now to catch you when you speed. You hear me? Not police, not actual police, but they have these cameras and sensors to catch you speeding, and don't worry about it. Nobody won't confront you or nothing. You will just see the ticket in the mail and you go pay it. Or might tell you need to appear in court or something. Do you understand what I'm saying here, people? So now the traffic, the road that you're driving on is going to be all AI program. Pay attention.
He is live with more. Douglas, I hope this is good news.
It's good news.
Yeah, Dana, they say artificial intelligence will speed things up. The question is, will it work for people who want to go fast on the road?
Yeah, that people, listen.
So no one likes to run into a red light or a traffic jam, but you guys, a slow road means life or death.
Exactly right. A bad situation can be made worse.
Josh Napper is the division chief for all emergency services in Dubuque, Iowa. A small city of 60,000 people, 3 bridges over the Mississippi River, dozens of miles of train crossings, and hundreds of intersections, most with traffic lights.
It can be challenging to figure out the right routes.
Exactly why city engineer Dave Ness has turned to artificial intelligence to control traffic lights across Dubuque.
You hear that, people? To control traffic light across Dubuque, right there. So they're meaning that they're gonna control the traffic light with AI. Do you understand? And like I say, people, it's gonna be all AI, supposedly technology in the streets. That's why you see them doing so much digging up. They're planting these devices. Do you understand? That can detect everything that's going on with the motorists. Look.
In a groundbreaking test program that could eventually alleviate traffic congestion.
Okay, let's see.
Cities and towns across the country.
More surveillance.
So you guys have 1,400 cameras here at almost every intersection. And artificial intelligence is now identifying cars, people,
you see that,
traffic
people?
jams.
Wow,
accidents.
and with the license plate reader, people, imagine that. You're gonna have it attached to it as well, so they also know who you are in real time, what kind of activity you was doing and all in the vehicle. Do you understand or not? That's what the license plate reader do. You can tell them every stop you make, everywhere you've been, where it gets scanned, where that license plate gets scanned. It basically keep you right there in position, like, yes, it been here. Do you understand what I mean, people? So yes, the data, the tracking and everything of the people is on with all these technologies. Watch.
It is. They're classifying our vehicles for us. They're counting them.
You see,
they're putting them into a digital model that creates a twin of our city.
You see what I tell you, people? You have to listen to me. Okay, so this is spying as its finest right here. This is spying on the motorist, period. But this is what they're gonna do and tell you, look, it make life easier and the people gonna buy into it. No doubt about it. The people gonna buy it and run. The fact that these things work. You hear me, people? This new technology is to ruffle the feathers of the people. You gonna be the one having the problem later on. Watch. Pay attention.
Information from that model is used to improve traffic flow.
Improve traffic.
It's all the data from the cameras that could cut some emergency drive times in half.
There you go, people.
Data. Some commuter drive times by a third. But some privacy experts say it's too much information
in the
hands of government.
There you go. Too much information in the hands of government. They own you here. They have to have everything about you. What you call information. Do you understand that? So now that they high tech in the world, people, you can't hide no more. This is what they're doing and lie to you why the reason why they do it. It's surveillance, people. Now you can't do nothing without these people see you. Picture if some scanners and these things can send you a ticket to speed. As soon as you speed, they know to send you a ticket. What else they know? What else they seeing? What else they observing? What else they collecting and data? Those are the questions you need to ask as you entering now into the new world. It's more control. It's more surveillance. It's more devil take over the earth now, people. The devil people is now showing their hands. They're not afraid to show you that they run things here in hell. Another mag, bam. I'm gone.